Hello, precious stones. Today's topic is CEG covering Part C, Lesson 609.
Hebrews chapter 12, verse 5. Do we all have it? And you have forgotten the exhortation which speaks to you as to sons? My son, do not despise the chastening of the Lord, nor be discouraged when you are rebuked by him. For whom the Lord loves, he chastens, and scourges every son whom he receives. If you endure chastening, God deals with you as with sons. For what son is there whom a father does not chasten? But if you are without chastening, of which all have become partakers, then you are illegitimate and not sons. Furthermore, we have had human fathers who corrected us, and we paid them respect. Shall we not much more readily be in subjection to the Father of the spirits and live? Say, and live. Notice, we have understood that for us to reign in life, we have to read the gospel of the uncircumcision, the one that Paul wrote. Yes or no? So then, when it says here, if we submit ourselves to God's discipline, what it is saying is, if you submit yourself to Paul's 14 epistles, you will live. And not with just any word, with the words of the Spirit given to the Apostle Paul. This means that he has taken you as a son, and if you let yourself be disciplined, you will live. But you have to grab it, believe it. If you read Paul's 14 epistles, you will not be confused. The problem is when you jump over to Peter. Can't you see that that's another vocabulary? 1st, 2nd Peter, 1st, 2nd, 3rd John, James, Judas, Revelation. Those are books that are contaminated with the circumcision. So they do not have the mind of Christ. They have the mind of John. They have the mind of Peter. They have the mind of James. What they thought of what Jesus of Nazareth meant. Not Paul, because Paul said, look, the gospel that I'm teaching you, I did not receive it from a man. Me, Jesus Christ himself communicated it to me in paradise. So then, that's the recommendation, because if not, you are a bastard. A person that has a vocabulary of God bless you, hallelujah, the devil is watching me. What that shows is that you are a bastard. He's not being dealt with as son because he's not being disciplined with the 14 epistles. The 14 epistles are going to tell you that those of faith are blessed with the believer Abraham. So then if you are of faith, the 14 epistles are going to tell you, you have received the Spirit of Jesus Christ. You cry out, Abba, Father. A person that says hallelujah, that's in their carnal reasoning. Those who say Abba Father, that's from the mind of Christ because they have understood. So then this is a discipline that it's necessary because of your angel. Because as long as your angel sees a vocabulary that is not in line with God's discipline, which are the 14 epistles, they will not serve you and you will suffer. That's where you receive the scourging. Scourging means that you will fall in things that you do not want to fall in. If you submit yourself, it's not that God is hurting you. It's that you place yourself in a situation, since you are not honoring the gospel, you yourself get into problems. On the contrary, God and the angels are covering you so that you do not fall in more problems, because you have the factor flesh. And what governs your flesh is the gospel. And if you do not have the knowledge of the 14 epistles, then what are you going to defend yourself with? Let's see Hebrews right there. Chapter 2, therefore, we must give the more earnest heed to the things we have what? Why heard? Because you listen to the gospel. That's if you pay attention to what you have heard, which is God's discipline, then look what happens. It says, lest we drift away. Not that we lose our salvation. The salvation is not lost. It's to walk, drifting away, slipping. So then you come out of a slip and then you go into another. You feel like you're not hitting the bullseye, but you are a son and the angels are with you, but you are slipping and you need to have a firm vocation of what you are listening to. And God has a discipline, a marvelous discipline that you are going to love because that's how he manifests his love for you. So then I declare you blessed, reigning in life, complete. His covering with you. Let's stand.
We conclude that our Father in God, Dr. Joselita Jesus Miranda, taught us that the children of God have been disciplined by him with the gospel of grace, giving us a powerful covering that are the angels who take care of us, guide us, they correct us, prosper us, and take us towards the transformation. We love you, Daddy.
With the mark on my mind and body, I will be redressed. With burning flames, emitting energy with the body, it's no fantasy. Because I know